There you are. Behind you.
See. How do you do?
Yaiko. Tell me truth.
Uh-huh. What?
You don't look very well. Yaiko,
What?
what is going on with you? I can sense it. Something is not right.
I was at Solomon's house right now. He told me I should give you this. Where is it? I don't know where he got it from. It's been said it's yours.
Yeah, it's mine.
Nice.
I am very worried about you, Yaiko. First today you asked me about a will. You're not looking very great. Worries is you. I don't care about the damn war or whatever.
Don't worry about me. It's gonna be fine. However, whatever comes, it will be fine. I have peace. Farewell, Cole. Farewell, Emily.
Farewell.
再见，好朋友。再见。
再见. Ah. And don't forget the book I gave you. Like it's if you want to read it now, you can read it. I wish you the best. Farewell.
Better not be going away to die.
He wants to die.
Solomon Walker. I have come to speak to you. Peacefully, I am unarmed.
Okay, let's go.
All right, mate.
You fancy coming in?
Cool.
All right, so mate, do you want to come in or do you want to sit in the garden?
It's a nice day. The garden is nice if you don't mind.
No, I mean you're not wrong. It's blue skies. There's not. Well, okay, there's a few clouds in the sky. I'm telling a lie.
Come with a couple of questions. One, most important,
Oh, Christ.
is I know that Yaiko came to visit you last night.
He did, mate. He did ask me not to tell you though. So the fact that he's told you is the only reason I'm saying yes. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
I don't like to betray a man's trust.
Yeah, and despite
That bird.
a bird somewhere, I think.
That was just the butler in his bell.
Oh, is that the butler? Oh, that makes more sense. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Despite his best efforts to hide it from me, I believe he is dying.
Yes. I'm only saying this because of how highly he spoke of you, and the fact that you've come here shows how highly you speak of him. But I do ask that the information I'm about to tell you doesn't get back to him, if you know what I mean. Because he did make me promise.
Don't think that we will see him again.
Okay, well, in that case, he told me that a few weeks ago, a robbery went wrong, and he fought back when someone tried to rob him, and he got shot twice in the stomach as a result. Now, apparently, one of those bullets was never taken out.
Yes.
So
And
he's been told he's got very late stage lead poisoning.
I knew he had a very long surgery a few days ago, and it was very close. But he survived. And all day he kept telling me he's fine. And then he made a last will. He gave me a knife. He was the first Japanese man I have ever liked.
He's the first one I've met, to be honest.
But my second issue is I thank you for giving back me my knife.
It's all right. It came into my possession from a friend of mine who said it belonged to you, and I thought, well, we should probably get that back where it belongs. You know what I mean?
Instinct to tell me right now that I should be preparing for war. Preparing 6 riders or 5. Target practice. Seeking out shelters. You know, these types of things.
Yeah, the usual. Yeah.
I would rather not. But it seemed like every time I relax, something bad happens and reignites all of these tensions. And I don't know if the peace we have made will keep. I would like it to. If you would have caught me 10 years ago, I would have said, fuck peace, let's fight. I've seen what business can do. Go ahead.
I will say to you the same thing I said to Yahiko, which is that from our side, and you know, I can't dictate how you feel about what I'm about to say. You know, I'm just going to say it and leave the rest of it to you. But from our side, when whatever day it is that 2 weeks is meant to be up, there's no plan or intent from our side to suddenly go and do something. I'm very happy for those 2 weeks to become 3, to become 4, to become 8, to become 12.
Then, okay, you must understand that it's difficult for me to trust right now.
Yeah, that's why I said before I said that, I can't tell you how to feel about what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say it.
It just seems like every time I decide to choose a peaceful path or trust someone's word, it's broken somehow. I'm not pointing any fingers here.
No, I think the problem we've got is I think both of us feel that way. I think therein lies the issue, is that both parties feel that at various times things were agreed to and hands were shaken, and then someone went and did something to sort of undo that quite quickly. However, I think we could all agree two things. One, I think it is fair to say that a lot of us are very fucking tired. And two, the law have made it very clear that frankly, they don't give a shit who does what. They're going to treat everyone the same regardless.
I would rather not go sleep in the sand or in the swamp.
No, it's horrible out there. Trust me. I had to live out there I thought I was going to be out there for 2 weeks when I got banned. I've got a very long Sisika stay, and I come out of there to Marty Malone telling me, "Oh, by the way, you're banned from Saint Denis as well." I thought, "Fuck me, it's a bit much, isn't it?"
So again, let me ask, because wrongs were committed on all sides. Now I can stand here like I did that day and recount every trespass, but I don't wish to do this. I just wanted to know why, because until now I am still confused. But it's
right,
not.
well, it is the important thing, right? Let's go over the last thing that happened. Now, the last thing that happened was Mr. Way and 5 others turning up on my front doorstep, right? Now, you can probably imagine my surprise to hear my name being shouted, and I go outside and see 6 people in the street all carrying rifles. You know, because normally, let's be honest, turning up to someone's house with 6 people with guns in hand does send a bit of a message, whether it was intended or not.
Yeah,
you
for sure.
You can understand how visually that looked a certain way, didn't it?
Yes, of course, and it was meant.
Yeah, exactly. I'm aware that it was a message sent with purpose. The problem was, until I realised that July Grey was there, that I think I'll reword this. If July Grey wasn't there, Mr. Way would have walked out that gate, and I'd have turned around, and Mr. Way would have gone one way, I'd have gone the other way, and that'd be it. But for whatever reason, Mr. Way, knowing the history of July Grey and my family, decided to bring him to my house with a gun in his hand. I don't know if you know this, but there's an old expression that if you don't show a bull red. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Right. Yeah, don't show red to a bull. It's
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I'm wording it horribly here, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
And July Grey, right? In that instance, I was a bull, and July Grey was a red flag. Now I'm going to put my hands up here and say I'm not proud of how I acted, but I saw that man and I lost control, if I'm honest with you.
Perhaps going forward, instead of sending spies and trying to learn information from third parties, so we can just come up to the door and knock and ask.
How about this then? How about me and you have a sit down once a week, just to go over anything that needs to be gone over, right? If you've got any issues, maybe I can help you. If I've got any issues, maybe you can help me. And also, just to clear the air. Like on a Thursday at fucking 9 p.m, I pop down to the gun shop, me and you have a chat. The following week, you come up here, we have a chat. Maybe that's how we start building a bridge.
Right now, as it delays, my recommendation, he'd say that he will come to the gun shop every Thursday at 9 Eastern.
Who?
Solomon. He will come peacefully.
Without consent.
Yeah, I have a little bit of power to at least listen to these things. Now I'm telling Doggo what he say. No, he said he'll come here Thursdays around 9 o'clock Eastern to face any problems we might be having and to answer, and goes both ways. This is what he say. Try and keep some kind of peace. I say let him try. If he is putting his words where his mouth is, then let him come here. If there is something that happens in between, we take him, shoot him in the head.
We will greet him and welcome him into our home. Maybe the society wants to talk. The society wants to iron out these personal grievances. To which he has with me. As he says, it is personal. No matter how you see it, Cole. Regardless if Solomon or Kettleman were to be dwelling in the city, we would be unsafe. For we create that closure by being able to cultivate what we do here. I will do what is best for the whole. If that means to get more peace for longer times, then fine. But as you said, that man steps out of line in any capacity. I don't care what it is. We take care of him.
Yes. For the first time in my life, these kinds of decisions making me think very, very deep, very long, because the business that we have made is too important. Fuck, even 6 months ago, if I had been tasked to do this, I would have done it already. Attack Solomon inside his mansion, yeah, I would have waited there in the shadows and blown his head away, and I would have escaped, even if his house was full of people. Now the weighing these scales of business, what is most important? It's a heavy burden, and it stops me from wanting to continue the violence. Which perhaps is the right thing. I guess it is, but it's strange for me.
I will never know what it means to be Kochinga, and I am forever grateful that even though I cannot walk in those shoes, I have learned from you. Which I only think that with you being around myself that you have learned from me. Patience and diplomacy. I don't think that talking to Solomon was a bad idea, though I think that talking to Solomon without the rest of us there, without knowing that you were doing it, is dangerous.
Well, I went there.
Because I could have lost you. I could have lost Yahiko, and it seems like I'm going to be losing Yahiko. A death that I would love to be able to mourn in person, but it seems to be he wants to rob me of that too. If Yahiko does come back, it might be better for us to go ahead and make sure that he leaves the home the only way the home would ever let him leave.
But I think in the end he'll give up.
When death came to stare him in the face, he turned his back on those that cared for him.
It is a selfish move, and I told him such last night. Very selfish.
I look forward to hearing what Yahiko has to say when I do see him, that if before he is to become one with the earth.